US President Donald Trump and First Lady Melania Trump have both tested positive to coronavirus. We've just had a letter received from Donald Trump's doctor. He has confirmed the news in a letter saying, "I release the following information with the permission of President Donald J. Trump and First Lady Melania Trump. This evening, I received confirmation that both President Trump and First Lady Melania Trump have tested positive for the SARS-CoV-2 virus. The President and First Lady are both well at this time and they plan to remain at home in the White House during their convalescence. The White House medical team and I will maintain a vigilant watch, and I appreciate the support provided by some of our country's greatest medical professionals and institutions. Rest assured, I expect the President to continue carrying out his duties without disruption while recovering, and I will keep you updated on any future developments." So the confirmation there that the US President will continue to carry out his duties while recovering in isolation. What will this mean, though, for his on-the-road campaigning? That does remain to be seen. Now, we only had this confirmation in the last 20 hours or so that diagnosis confirmed that both have coronavirus. It does come after Donald Trump's top aide, Hope Hicks, returned a positive result. At this stage, we still don't know when Hope Hicks first returned that positive result. But what we do know is that Hope Hicks travelled with the President multiple times over the last week, including to that crucial presidential debate in Cleveland on Tuesday. The day after, she was on Marine One, along with several of the President's closest aides, none of whom, it's understood, were wearing masks at the time, as Donald Trump was then heading to a campaign rally in Minnesota. So now, I guess, begins that long, arduous task of contact tracing. Who has the US President, Hope Hicks and Melania Trump been in contact with over the last week? It has been a busy week of campaigning for both. So it's going to take a long time to get everybody to contact every single person who they've come into contact with, but also Hope Hicks and also other members of Donald Trump's staff as well. Now, earlier on today, Hope Hicks, the President tweeted that Hope Hicks, who has been working so hard, he said, without even taking a small break, has just tested positive for COVID-19. That's what he said earlier on today. And this was about 2 hours before we got that diagnosis. So we do know, though, that Hope Hicks had been at that debate rally with Donald Trump on Tuesday. We don't know when Donald Trump or Melania Trump first started getting the symptoms of COVID-19, nor Hope Hicks, so we don't know whether he had symptoms at the time of that debate. But in that confirmation that we are seeing from Donald Trump's doctor in the last half hour, the President and First Lady, he says, both doing well at this time. They plan to remain at home within the White House during their convalescence. Now, it still remains to be seen how long they will have to stay in the White House for, what the quarantine protocols are in the United States. We know here in Australia, of course, it's that 2 weeks. Whether it is the same in the US, it does remain to be seen. He would have had a number of plans this week to continue the campaigning in a number of those swing states. We are only about 6 weeks away from that US election. So certainly will be interesting to see how it affects his campaign. We know that Donald Trump has been out and about this week, really trying to convince voters in a number of these key swing states. And again, we still don't know exactly when he first developed those symptoms, but we do know, though, that Donald Trump and the First Lady Melania Trump both now testing positive. His doctor saying that, rest assured, he expects the President to continue carrying out his duties without disruption while recovering, and that they will keep us up to date with any future developments. He is under very strong medical care, as you can imagine, but recovering in the White House at the moment. So again, it will be interesting to see how this does affect the campaign over the next few weeks. And rest assured, it really does come down to how long he does need to remain in the White House for. We will, of course, have full reaction to this very big news coming out of the United States. We will, in fact, cross to the US shortly for the latest details.